everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As you saw the title, True Aquarius. Are you a true Aquarius? I know most of you guys are here because you were born between January 22nd through February 18th. And that indeed means you are a sun sign Aquarius person. But are you a true Aquarius? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 telltale signs that you are indeed a true Aquarian. Those of you who follow me on my channel, you always hear me talk about stelliums. Stelliums is a cluster of planets in the same zodiac sign or occupying one particular house. I also talk about archetypes. Archetype is, for example, you're a sun sign Aquarius, but most people think that you have the qualities of a Scorpio. Yeah. See, a lot of times we are not true to our sun sign because the sun is really just the ego in a sense. But then if we have other placement in our sun sign as well, or other planets in our sun sign, we tend to really be true to our sun sign. An archetype is similar to a zodiac signature. A zodiac signature is a calculation of all the aspects of your birth natal chart, assigning you to one archetypical or archetype zodiac sign, which becomes your signature sign, and it's not always your sun sign. So if you can relate to these 5 telltale signs that you are a true Aquarius, then you probably have more than just your sun sign in the sign of Aquarius. Okay,
as a disclaimer, you guys, this video is intended to help you to understand and realize that you are more than your sun sign, to help you to really get into your birth chart so that you can truly understand yourself, so that you can align with your divine purpose. Now let's get into the video.
One telltale sign that you are indeed a true Aquarian is that you are extremely intelligent when it comes to implementing or being innovative, especially when it comes to helping out your community as a whole. Now, if you're the type of person or the type of Aquarian and you're like, I don't care about the community, I don't care about groups of people, I care about myself and those who are the closest to me, then of course you're probably not a true archetypical Aquarian. So you may want to get into your birth chart and find out what's going on there, because true Aquarians, they care about their community. They implement new ideas, new opportunities to help the community as a whole. And when I talk about the community, you guys, the community is grand. It could be your work community. It could be your race community. It could be your actual neighborhood that you live in. It's so many things. It's just basically your world around you. And if you're not trying to change it or implement ideas to help it to become greater, then you're probably not a true Aquarian. You're a huge humanitarian. You're the type of person that you actually, again, you care about the community, right? You are a humanitarian, but in a sense where you're not just wanting to help the community by implementing ideas with your intelligence or your innovations. You actually want to help the community. Like, you want people to understand human nature, because that is one of the qualities of a true Aquarian, is they absolutely understand the human nature. Let's just talk for a minute, okay? Like, Capricorn is the sign before Aquarius, right? Capricorn lays out the structure, okay, so that we can have a foundation to build on, right? So once we build the foundation with Capricorn, we move into Aquarius, where Aquarius make the foundation, make the world more people oriented, meaning that Aquarius are the true humanitarians. They are the ones to bring people together so that people can understand how to work well with one another. So true Aquarians are the humanitarians. They care about human needs, human nature, and it's very important for them to get people to working together to build a better place for us all. Now, if you're the type of person you're like, I don't care if people get along or not get along, that's not my problem, you know, you're probably not true to your star sign Aquarius. But get into your birth chart and find out what zodiac sign that really, you know, matches your personality. The number 3 telltale sign that you are indeed a true Aquarian is that you're either weird, quirky, or sometimes even called a nerd. Like, you can be called so many different things in a sense, but these are the main ones, like weird, quirky, nerd, just really weird in your approach to how you do anything, like how you love, you know, your love interest, the way you dress, you know, the way you express yourself. They can just be like such a weirdo, you know. Or a lot of times true Aquarians at some point in time in their life, especially early in life, a lot of times you guys were the pariahs. Like, you were always kind of left out, or you stood out in some type of way that wasn't the best way, you know. And it caused a lot of sorrow for you, because Aquarius is ruled by Saturn as well as Uranus, and wherever Saturn influences, there's always sorrow or some type of hardship. So for true Aquarians, they dealt with the hardships of not being able to truly fit in. But if you're the type of Aquarius person, you are very popular and you fit in with everybody, and you know, it was just like you had the coolest time in high school, or you had the coolest time in your life, then yeah, you're probably not a true Aquarius. Because a lot of times true Aquarians, they tend to, you know, struggle through life because it's a lot of things about them that is just really different. And a lot of times people, especially at a young age, they don't know how to accept true Aquarians, which leads me into number 4. To romantic relationships, for true Aquarians, they have a very difficult time when it comes to dealing with a person one-on-one. True Aquarians have a hard time in romantic relationships, and that's mainly because a lot of times they are not sure of what they want. Or they are sure, because actually Aquarius is fixed air. They are sure about what they want, but what happens is they're not exactly sure how society is going to judge them or ridicule them, or what's gonna happen, you know? Aquarius is just different, right? They're just different. True Aquarians, they love being friends, or being friends with the person that they're in a relationship with. Most of their relationships start off as a friendship, you know. They could have just been friends, because most true Aquarians, they're not looking at the exterior. It's just the way that a person makes them feel. A lot of Aquarians can be pansexual, where they don't see gender, you know, they just see people. And if this person makes them feel like they want to embrace them or be intimate with them, they just don't see what's the problem, you know. But you know, it's like, it's just a person. This is energy, right? I just really love Aquarian people because they don't interrupt the divine purpose. Like, they're the type of people, if they're in a relationship with a person and a person no longer wants to be with them, or whatever, they don't want to be with that person anymore, a lot of times they will be true to that person because they understand human needs and nature. They want people to go out into the world and be with that person that's gonna make them happy, because they know what it feels like to be trapped, or, you know, trapped in a situation that you're not happy with, when you can actually go out there and truly be happy. And this is what makes Aquarians, true Aquarians, very beautiful, is that they actually want everyone to be happy. And even if that means that they have to sacrifice their happiness in a sense, then they will do that, because they are just, they're so emotionally intelligent that way, because they do truly understand human nature. Now, if you're the type of person, you're like, no, I'm gonna, if I love you, I'm not letting you go nowhere. You're gonna stay right here. We gonna make this work. That's just how it goes, you know. If I'm the best person for you or not, we're gonna make that work, okay? Then of course you're probably not a true Aquarius, because true Aquarius people, they don't want anyone to feel trapped. They know that we need what we need when we need it, and that's just how it goes. So a lot of times True Aquarian people, they actually get a bad end or the wrong end when it comes to love and romantic relationships. Sorry, but we all have our problems, right? This just happens to be one of the problems for true Aquarian. Another thing about true Aquarian people are they can be very, very detached, okay? They can detach from a person very easily if they need to, but they can also love. But a lot of times when they do fall in love, it's usually one time. It's a one-time thing only. Remember, they are emotionally intelligent, so they don't allow themselves to make the same mistake over and over again. Now, if you do get a second chance with a true Aquarian, then congratulations, okay? But most of the time it is a one-hitter quitter type situation when it comes to love in the romantic department. Me too. Number 5, you guys. True Aquarians are the rebels of society. They do not operate in the normal way that society suggests that we should operate. They are the total opposite. They don't live in a box. They live outside of the box, okay? They are so different. Like I said in number 3, they can be weird, they can be quirky, they can just be out there. But because of that, that's why they come up with these grand inventions and ideas that actually changes the whole entire world, because they are the rebels. They don't think, you know, inside of the box. They think outside of the box, and that's very, very good. A lot of times everything that a true Aquarian does is gonna be operating from the absolute, you know, abnormal side of life, in a sense. You know, in their love relationship, they're gonna be rebels. You don't tell me who I date just because I'm a guy. You're telling me I have to date a girl. I can't date another guy and a girl. You can't tell me that, okay? I'm the rebel. You understand? Also, when it comes to how they dress, you're gonna tell me I have to wear black with any other color? You telling me I can't wear a plaid with polka dots? No. I am the rebel. I wear what I want to wear. You don't design for me. I am the designer. Understood? Understood? You know? So in all actuality, in every aspect of a true Aquarian's life, they are the rebels. They are the rebels. They rebel, okay? And that's just what it is, you know? If you're the type of Aquarius, you're like, no, I'm totally normal. I am a normal person. I get up every morning at 7 o'clock to be at work, and at 12 o'clock I eat my cheese sandwich and I'm back online, or I'm back at work on time. You know, I go home, I take a shower, I go to sleep. I'm married to the opposite gender, whatever the case may be. I am just a normal human being, okay? That's it. Then yeah, you're probably not a true Aquarius. But with that being said, you guys, those are my 5 telltale signs that you are indeed a true Aquarius. Now, if you cannot relate to any of these 5, then of course it just means that you need to get into your birth chart to find out what is your zodiac signature sign or your archetype sign. And yeah, and then you can actually learn a lot about yourself instead of just always looking at everything that's related to Aquarius. You may need to be looking somewhere else, because if you could not relate to these things, then a lot of times you're probably not true to your sun sign. So yeah, it's gonna be important to get into that birth chart and find out. As a bonus clip, you guys, Aquarius rules the circulatory system as well as the ankles and the shins. So you guys have to be really, really careful there. And a lot of times you guys that can actually be a spot that really get you guys aroused, in a sense. It can be a very attractive area of your body as well. So you guys definitely want to take care of your circulatory system. However you do that, I really don't know. I'm sure you just shouldn't eat anything to clog your pores and make sure your blood and everything is circulating like it should. I'm sure that's gonna help the circulatory system. And also to do some exercises, you guys. You definitely have to move. This is fixed air, so you guys definitely need a lot of movement. Air and fire needs lots of movement, so you guys definitely need to do that, okay? So I hope this video helped you guys out, you guys. And until the next time, you guys, I wish you so much love, peace, and so many wonderful blessings. Bye.